Now we're going to go over Mashup. Mashup has its own section because it has, as an individual plugin, a ton of stuff in it. I believe that's why they call it Mashup. We went over earlier, we had the green ones that are very quick and easy to get to, but it also has links in them. And if you go into Mashup, we'll just pull up an example of a link. We'll go to New Releases and wait for it to load for a moment. And as you notice, this one hasn't loaded before because you can see it counting up to 30. Once it actually hits 30, you won't see it again load unless there's a new movie there. It'll be instant from then on. All the menus cache, so if you happen to see one that's slow, you'll notice next time you go into it, it'll be fast. Alright, now we see a bunch of different options here. I'm just going to pick on one and show you how it works. You'll see from this, it doesn't actually skip forward and play until it goes by the errors, and just like the blue ones does, it doesn't do that. These are the links that the blue ones are actually going through automatically until it finds. This particular add-on does not do that for you though. So if you pick on any one of these, it doesn't really matter, you can choose which one you like, and you'll see, as like this one's called Movie Reel, and that's the source name of the provider. So you'll notice if you like one more than others, or one works more than others, you just start going to that one, and it'll become easier as you go along. This one says working right now, and it happens to work perfect. If by any means it doesn't play, or if you happen to see a CAPTCHA at the top of the screen, which CAPTCHAs are those funny words that they put in the box and they tell you to spell it out for you, and half the time you can't read them. If you get to one of those, almost always those play. So if you want to take the time, it doesn't really take much time if you're using your phone or your tablet, because your keyboard should pull right up to it, and you should be able to type it in just like it's a text. But if not, then you can just hit cancel and go to the next source if you'd like to do that as well. But as I was saying, Mashup, it has all kinds of stuff, and if we go ahead and look inside it real quick, we'll see it has all kinds of things like, say, well, this is asking us to resume the video because, well, we were watching it earlier, and I picked a different source. I'm going to go ahead and back out of it, though, and go back into Mashup, and if we look now, we see things like HD releases, 3D movies. You can find all 3D movies in there if you have a 3D TV. Live streams, which is where a lot of the live streams from the main menu come from. If you'd like, you can search around in there. And there's all kinds of stuff in there. There's a kids zone, but most importantly, is the super search right down underneath Mashup when you come to the main menu. If you don't find something that you're finding that you're looking for under the blue search, and say it's unique or something else, you just don't find it, go into the super search. You'll almost find anything in there, and they're almost always, the majority of them, high def. So it just takes a little bit longer and a little bit more you getting used to, but it's pretty simple. And you can scroll all the way over, and there's also things like by country. Mashup also has individual countries and channels for each one of those countries too. So you can see there's just tons of countries and tons of content, whether it's on demand or live channels as well under each one of those. And that's it for the Mashup.